Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is doing fine. Welcome to yet another very interesting episode, and not to mention a very important episode of Big Bull Ki Pathshala. As the name suggests, our today's session is going to focus on the admission process of the CUET exam for the further universities ahead. So, as we all know, that the CUET exams got over on 23rd of June, and now everybody is looking forward to the admission processes to begin. They're waiting for the CVT results to come out, and it is a very, very crucial period for all of us. I am pretty sure all of you students out there would have a lot of questions, a lot of queries about what is going to be the next step. So in our today's session, we're going to focus on answering all of your queries relating to, first of all, the CSAS process for admissions into Delhi University. And apart from that, other things that you should be keeping in mind for the further admissions after the CVT exam. So this session is going to be extremely pivotal for you from the admissions point of view. And for the same, we have a very, very special guest with us today who will be, with his experience, with his indulgement in the industry for the last so many years, will be providing his expert views on the same. So allow me to welcome the guest for the evening, Mr. Rajiv Markande, who has 20 plus years of experience. He has been associated with Hitbullseye for decades now. He is an accomplished author and has conducted tons of sessions across India regarding the CUET exam and the processes that come after it, that is the admission process. So allow me to welcome him. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to interact with young minds.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. So first of all, thank you so much for giving us your precious time to be here with us today.
My pleasure, ma'am.
Okay. So, sir, now that the CVT exams are over, we know that the exams began from 21st of May and ended till on 23rd of June. So it's almost more than a month that the exams took place. And every day, the exams were taking place in 3 slots. So according to you, according to your interaction with the students who appeared for the exam, how was the overall experience of the CVT exam?
Yeah, as per the initial reports, and when we interacted with the students, they told us that GT, general test, and English, if I talk about the domain wise, GT and English were quite easy to manage or to handle if you look at domain specific subjects. So they found most of the students found these domain specific tests challenging. Why? Because generally, while preparing for 12th board exam, generally students go for long answers, lengthy answers. They do not read each line, they don't cover NCERT books seriously and thoroughly. But if you look at CUT, so they'll pick up the question, they'll frame the question of each and every line. So and it varies from person to person. If your subject knowledge is up to the absolutely fine, you'll find CU to be very cakewalk. And if you find if your subject knowledge is not up to the mark, or probably in your school exams you were below 60% or 70%, then you'll find objective type tests under time pressure a little difficult to handle. But otherwise, the comparison to if you compare GT and English, you keep aside and you keep domain specific. The domain specific subjects were a little challenging for the students, for most of the students.
Okay, so overall, sir, what was the difficulty level of the exams? Was it easy to moderate, moderate to difficult?
Yeah, I would term as from the students' angle, easy to moderate, except a couple of domain subjects in couple of slots. In the same slot, we found that English was a little easier in slot 1, mathematics were difficult in slot 2 on the same day, etc. But overall, it would be easy to moderate, to slightly moderate. And couple of times, not couple of times, but on a few occasions, it was a little difficult. That's it.
And so if we compare it to the CUET exams in 2022, when these exams took place for the very first time, so was there any change in the exam pattern that way if we compare it to the previous year?
If you compare this year's CUT with the previous year's CUT, then probably a little pattern was changed. Overall, the framework remained same. Level of difficulty slightly increased, and test was more structured. Last time there were too many technical glitches and result came late, and there were so many other issues. But this time, above 90% centers. So most of the slots went smooth. And probably there were no technical glitches as reported last time, but overall, if you compare this, level of difficulty was slightly higher, slightly higher.
Right,
Not,
right,
it was not kind of North or versus South Pole. It was
right.
slightly higher and more structured.
Right, right, right. And also, if I look at the statistics, we were discussing it the other day also. So there was a 50% more increase of students taking exam this
Yeah,
year, right?
this time even colleges also have increased 30% seats, and this time number of candidates. Last year it was students were also in fix and authorities were also in fix when to
Mm-hmm.
conduct, how to conduct, and most of
Mm-hmm.
students were not even aware of the importance of this exam.
Mm-hmm.
So this time more than 14 lakhs appeared for this exam this time, and most of the students coming from our Delhi, Northern Indian states, and
Mm-hmm.
couple of Kerala and Southern Indian states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Most of students, especially for Delhi universities, they are applying, and
Mm-hmm.
30% increase in seats also, and obviously candidates also increased
Right,
at
right,
exponential rate. 14
right.
lakhs, too huge a number.
Yeah, huge. So that is why the exam date was also pushed, right? It was supposed to be till 21st of June. No, it's 21st of from 21st of May to 31st of May, but then it extended to 23rd of June, almost a month, right? So that was
Mhm.
because of the supplement of the students that had appeared with the exam, right?
Right, right.
So we'll discuss in detail about the CSAS portal also for admissions to Delhi University. But before that, as we all know that Samarth is the official website
Mhm.
for anything, any information related to CUET exam, right? So on the
Right.
Samarth website, recently the provisional answer key was released by
Mhm.
NTA, right?
Mhm.
So, sir, what according to you is the importance or the significance of that answer key?
Yes, whenever we find any test being conducted on a very large scale, more sometimes it happens that we'll find errors, typing errors, what we call
Mm-hmm.
typo in layman's lingo. So
Mm-hmm.
typo errors, for example, the answer to any particular question is A. By chance on the website, their website, they mark it as B, and students were damn sure about the answer that the answer has to be A option or B option. They were damn sure. So
Mm-hmm.
that is a provision given to the students in case if you're damn sure about your answer option, then please
Mm-hmm.
do write to us, do inform us. We'll change it at the back end and you'll get the result fruit of your labor. So that's a very important, and I would say that is a very significant provision as carried by CUT authorities to challenge
Mm-hmm.
the answer, because it is not that they do not know the answer or students are more intelligent. The professor, though those who set the papers are not so intelligent as comparable to students. The point is we do have typo errors when we transfer the content onto the website. The typing errors happen, and that's why the
Right.
chance is given so, to
Mm-hmm.
students to correct, and they also get the chance to correct their answers. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
very important provision from student point of view, also from authorities point of view. If they keep on giving the wrong answers, so over the period of time, students will lose faith in entire CUT exam. It's very
Right.
important.
Right. So, sir, I'll take a moment and take the questions in the comment section.
Right,
So
right.
we have Hari Krishna. He's asking, sir, when NTA will release the revised provisional key? But the answer key is already released. It's available on Samarth, so you can check it out from there. Similarly,
Revised again, if they have already released revised, then you can again check if the answers are same, then they haven't released. But after the challenge, the submission of challenges is over, then within 2 to 3 days, they said that they will release the revised and updated, but it's again government department, so things can take time. So probably we should wait for 3 4 more days if it is not
right,
released yet, the updated one.
right. So next chapter is saying, I'm really confused. Whatever your queries are, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I will answer it for you. Right. Okay, so there's another one saying, sir, I got 717 and want to pursue BA program. ST suggest which college I get. We'll come to the colleges, we'll come to the cutoffs in a while, right?
Mhm.
In the meantime, we'll first of all discuss about the CSAS portal in detail. Okay, so sir, next thing is, of course, when the provisional answer key was released, there was also this provision of challenging the answer key. So it was a duration, I think till 1st of July, the students had time to challenge the answer key that was released by NTA. So what was the significance of that, according to you?
Again, the significance is that to correct the errors from their end also, and students should also get the right marks for their efforts. In case if you are sure about your answer, and sometimes the question, I also checked couple of answers, and I found the answer to the simple questions were typed wrong, marked
Right,
wrong.
right.
So it is actually beneficial for authorities also and students also. Students should also get the fruits, or they should get the fruit of their labor. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a sensitive issue because Delhi University, most of the colleges are prestigious. And if you look at the students from Northern India and other states, Delhi University is one of the topmost universities. If you look at the government universities, if we can compare all the universities across, Delhi is considered one of the prestigious. And with 1 or 2 marks, likewise, one of you mentioned that you got 711 marks. So if you look at other colleges, top colleges like Miranda has got #1 ranking, right? And if
Right.
you look at top colleges, probably the cutoff would be 1 mark will impact huge. 10, 20 marks will
Absolutely.
impact the cutoff very much when it comes to taking admission in these prestigious courses and colleges, especially the honors courses, because students generally they go for Delhi University for honors courses, not for plain BCom, plain BA or etc. No doubt these are also equally important, but Delhi University is preferred over other universities for honors courses, BCom honors, BSc honors, and BA honors courses. Language honors very important in this case.
Right, right. So of course there are mistakes. That is why the answer key was being.
And it is very common. It's very common because human beings, we all are human and prone to error. So whenever any person is typing anything or uploading on the website, so things can happen, things can go wrong. Even sometimes bugs present in the system also can vary the answer. Virus can also vary the answers options.
Absolutely. And so imagine the number of question papers they had. I mean, in one day we had 3 slots and it took place for a month. So the answer keys, of course, would also be so many. So of course, a little bit of error works. And I don't think it is directly going to impact anybody's score. So you will be scored on the right answer only. It's not like
that's why the time was given to change the challenge answers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right. So we have another question, sir. What is the meaning of drop-in answer key?
Meaning of?
Drop-in answer key.
Drop-in answer key in challenging, while challenging the questions, you need to post, you need to tell the why you are saying that your answer is correct. You need to post the supporting documents. That's called
drop-in answer key.
That
you're supposed to give a proof as to why do you think this is a correct answer.
Why you are saying that your answer is correct and our answer is wrong. You need to get the evidence also. Let it be in the form of paper. You write the reason on the paper and click the photograph and post it or upload it on the required site, area, location. That's called.
Right. So there's another person, Dona Das. He says, good evening, teachers. I am Dona Das. I have passed my 12th this year. I am taking a drop this year to prepare myself for CUET 2024. Can you tell me that whether I am eligible to appear or not?
See, dear Das, so it is very important when you are supposed to take the admission. For example, you already have cleared the exam, so you have got the result with you also. So you are eligible. This time you were eligible this time also, and next year also you'll be eligible. So there's no, there should not be any kind of doubt or whim in your mind that you cannot appear, you cannot take this test. Yes, you are eligible. But point is, 1 year is too long a time to prepare for this very easy exam. So, but again, if you're, because the major challenge would be posed by domain-specific subjects. If I look at GT, if I look at English language even, so any language or GT will not pose any major challenge. But domain-specific subject, yes. Then Dona, if I'm able to recall your name correctly, you need to focus on domain-specific subjects and you are eligible. So do not worry and prepare with positive mindset and cheerful disposition of mind.
Yeah, because if we look at the eligibility, also the only eligibility required is your 12th standard. You should have passed 12th standard and then you're eligible for CUET. There is no age bar as of now. No. So I think you can appear. It's not a problem.
But in case, Dona, if you want to appear for any specific course in specific college, then please do check their website. Sometimes it is no doubt eligibility is only 12, 45% or 50%, but in some of the courses, it can go up to 60% also. So make sure that you check the college and the course requirement, but otherwise you are eligible. Nothing to worry about.
Right, right. Okay, sir. So now let's talk about the most awaited part of the discussion for the evening, that is the CSAS portal. So CSAS portal, the people who are not aware about it, let me give you a quick introduction. So CSAS stands for Common Seat Allocation System, which is a portal introduced by Delhi University for admission to their various undergraduate programs to the colleges affiliated to it, of course. Right. So, like, of course, everybody has appeared for the CUET exam. So each university, each college after this will have their own criteria to take admissions, to give admissions to the students to their colleges. So CSAS is exclusively just for Delhi University. All the 77 colleges that fall under Delhi University will be accepting your admissions to their respective colleges or their respective courses only if you have registered yourself for the CSAS portal. So there's a lot of questions among students about it. So, sir, quickly, please tell us what is CSAS all about. I've given a brief introduction.
Yeah. Why this system was introduced at the first place? Because Delhi University is a very big university and it covers many colleges. It's in Delhi itself. So almost 75 plus colleges and 70,000 plus seats. So if you look at other universities like Banaras Hindi University, Kurukshetra, Punjab University, except you look at any other university, most of the universities, they have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 colleges in the state at the max. So students can go there and apply and buy their college respective prospectus. And in case if they are going with merit only, then merit will work. But Delhi University has under its wrap more than 75 colleges. So they devise the system called Common Seat Allocation System from admission process. So through this website, they got everything, the data, credential of every student, CUT score of every student at one place, so that every college under Delhi University can visit these sites, this particular portal, and can evaluate the candidates' potential candidature for respective courses. So otherwise it would have been very scattered process. 70,000, 14 lakh students, and out of 14 lakh students, many of them they wanted to take admission DU. Otherwise, if you go by manual sorting, so it will take months. So it's better to take the advantage of technology and to have data at one place so that things can be done in a faster way.
Right. Absolutely, sir. So, sir, is the registration open for the CSAS portal as of now?
Yeah, it has been opened by the Delhi University. CSAS is now, the process is open, and most of the students, as per the reports, they have started registering themselves with the CSAS portal.
Okay, and we don't have a deadline as of now, right? It's just open.
Yeah, it hasn't been announced yet, but it is still open. And I would advise all the students, if they're interested in DU, so go as soon as possible and register yourself. Why to waste your time? If this is your dream university, then why to waste your time?
Absolutely. So when can we accept the CUET results for this year?
So probably between 15th and 20th of July.
Okay, so probably next week, but towards
because
the end of
as per the national UGC calendar, they have to start the course after 15th of August. So 15th of August, in the month of December, they have to take the first semester exam. So if everything is as now normal cycle with every university, so this year everything is going fine, normal. So probably they have to hurry up, and therefore they'll be releasing. It's expected they'll release between 15th and 20th July. So they can also speed up the process of taking or rejecting students.
Right. Absolutely, because I think after once the CUET results are announced, only then I think they will be mentioning a deadline also for the CSAS portal to publish it, and what would be the last date for the same, right? Right. Okay, so sir, please elaborate with the phases that are related to the CSAS portal.
Right.
So let's begin with phase 1. What is phase 1 all about?
Yeah, it is normally the entire process will be completed in 3 steps, or what we call 3 phases. Phase 1 is you need to upload your credentials. Phase 1, you need to register yourself by uploading your credential. It is not it is not sufficient that you write your name and that you appear for CUET. This will suffice the process. No, you need to upload your credentials also. You need to submit whatever nominal fees is required to register yourself with this Delhi University admission program. So you need to credentials such as class 10 certificate, 12 certificate, and character certificate, CUET scorecard. In case if you are taking the provision, if you're going for reservation, then probably the required certificates to substantiate your claim, and any such extracurricular activities, whatever you are substantiating for your chances to take admission in DUs, you need to upload all the credentials first. This would be phase 1.
Okay, so phase 1 is only associated with the registration and the filling of the documents.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Right. And so I think it's very, very important that students keep in mind that they're filling in it very, very correctly, because I think they will not have a chance to correct it in case they've made a mistake, right?
Mistake, yeah. Once it is submitted, so they'll not be given any chance to edit in any information uploaded. And if you
Right.
not go for first step, there's no point you can think of getting into Delhi University, because first step
Absolutely.
is a very essential step. You need to register yourself. Otherwise, they'll not be aware of that you wanted desperately to get into DU. There's no point.
Right. Right. So there's also this confusion among students. उन्हें लगता है कि हमने CVT का पेपर दे लिया तो हम DU में आराम से admission ले सकते हैं. It
Yeah.
is very, very essential for you to register for this particular portal if you're looking forward to admissions to the various courses offered by DU. Let's talk about phase 2 now, sir. So once let's presume that the registrations are done, a student has registered himself, what will be the next step now?
Next step would students would be selection of programs and filling of preferences, because it has Delhi University has so many colleges under it wrap. So and so many courses offered by likewise arts, science, human and commerce also. And there are other courses also like physical education, music and other such courses also. So you need to fill up your preference as per the course you want to get into, as per the profile you want to build in future for yourself. So the second phase would be selection of programs, which college, and you can fill n number of whatever as per your subject chosen selected by you for CUT. And if these criteria, the subject chosen are fulfilling admission preferences in various other college courses also. For example, you were interested in BBA, but your selection of subject is even fulfilling the criteria for even some BCom courses also, some BA courses also, various combination also. So I would recommend that you should go for similar kind of courses.
Right.
The second phase is for programs, BA, BSc, BCom, and the filling of preferences. Which college you want to get into in case if you get the chance.
Right, right. So I presume in phase 2, the most important thing that students should be focusing on is the sequence in which you're filling in your courses as well as the colleges, right? So let's presume कि मैंने first preference पे रख दिया SRCC को, second preference पे मैं रख रही हूँ let's say हिंदू को, third पे मैं रख रही हूँ मिरांडा को, fourth में मैं रख रही हूँ सेंट स्टीफेंस को. तो जिस sequence में मैं रख रही हूँ उसी sequence में I will be allotted C, so they will be beginning from the bottom if I'm not wrong.
Right.
Sir.
Yeah. It would be beginning from the bottom. Right.
Right.
So preferences will go by this, and third phase would be, and second phase will start after declaration of the result, because
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Declaration
So,
of CUT result. So probably after 15th or 20th of July, the second phase would be open. Would be open for the students. And then third phase, very important, seat allocation. This is the final step, seat allocation and admission process. So there, just filling your preferences that you want to get into Hindu college or SRCC or LSR college. So your preference and your result and other such the credentials would be sent to respective colleges. And it is up to the college to select or reject you. Once they select, they approve all your credentials as per the merit and as per everything, then they'll be giving you this opportunity. They'll send you offer. You need to accept it. One, in case if they find anything wrong or lacking in terms of document credential, they'll reject your offer, and then you need to leave that particular seat or the college. And in the third, there is another option which is very, very important. If ma'am, you're also aware of, students must be aware of. That is called freeze option, upgrade option. Freeze means in case the third phase 3, if you freeze, let's say you wanted to take admission into Hindu college and you got Hindu college, then you freeze. And that's it. You're out of process now. You have taken admission. You have given your consent that you want. You're happy with your this offer, and you accept this offer and you submit your fees within the stipulated period of time. If you do not submit, then by default it will be considered your rejection. Yet that you do not want the seat. But in case initially you were interested in a Hindu college, but you got some lower college as per your ranking or weightage, then there's an option called upgrade, right? And when second list is released, third list is released, and after even taking admission in your not so desired college, and you get the chance, you get the offer from, by default, your candidature would be sent to the upgraded college and they'll send you the offer. And once you accept that upgraded offer, by default, the previous offered admission would be cancelled and your fees would be adjusted in that upgraded college. This phase is very important, but every step ma'am, we need to tell the student at every step, you need to think twice before you click submit button. Check all the columns very, very clearly, because once you submit, you'll not be given any time to change the information you post.
Right, right. Absolutely, sir. I hope this particular portion is clear to all the students. But if you have any questions about phase 3 or phase 2, please feel free to put it in the comment section, and we'll be more than happy to help you out, right? And sir has made it really, really clear to all of you. Still, अगर कोई question है तो आप comment section में post कर सकते हो. तो सर जो आप freeze और upgradation की बात कर रहे थे, so let's presume if I want to freeze a seat. So what will be the final thing that I'll have to do to freeze the seat?
Now, freeze implies two options. One is that you are happy with whatever you have received, or you wanted this college and you got this college. You freeze your option and you're out of the process, right? That's called freeze, means you accept the offer and you're out, right? No inaction also, no activity from your side will also by default mean that you're out of this entire CSAS program. But that's called freeze option. And at the time, but you're not so happy with the college you're getting right now as per your merit score or the total overall score, then you simultaneously can have upgrade option also available. So you need to press that, you need to utilize that upgrade option so that authorities start giving you colleges after second or third list, because it is a continuous process. 4, 5, 6, 7 list would be released by every college. So people, they take admission, they get admission somewhere else. They are planning other colleges also, IPMAT, CLAT, there are other professional courses happening. So the leaving and joining would be happening frequently. So they need to keep their eyes open, and they need to keep visiting website on regular basis to check the updated status. So one, that's called, they'll avail this option if they press select upgrade offer.
Right, right. And sir, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only way that the student will be able to freeze the seat is by submitting the fees. Right?
Fees, yeah, within stipulated period of time, if you accept that offer, they'll give you 7 days, 10 days, whatever time is given. Then you need to submit that fees. Otherwise, your candidature will not be considered, your seat will not be considered.
राइट और इसमें कोई डरने वाली बात नहीं है. लेट्स प्रिज्यूम कि आप अपना अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं, तो आपकी जो पुरानी फीस है इट विल बी रिफंडेड, सर, राइट?
Yeah, absolutely. As per the legal provision, these all are government university. They are all bound by government laws. So the cases are different with private university, but again, private universities, they also come under this Indian judiciary system. So fees, minor deduction would be there. That is formality, that $1,000 or so. Rest the fees would be sent to or adjusted or refunded.
Right, right. So don't be hesitant about it. Your fees will be adjusted to the college that you're upgrading to, right? So that's again a very, very
and it's very important to book your seat. Whatever college you're getting in the first late, whatever offer you're getting, make sure that you freeze that option. You accept your deposit, the first installment, whatever is a requirement, their fee requirement, at least book your seat. In case if you do not want to, before the classes start, within a 1 month's time, you can take the admission, you can refuse the offer, and by deducting 1,000 or so, entire fees would be refunded. In case you want to upgrade, you get the next higher college, the fees would be registered there. But I would recommend that freeze the option, accept it, and deposit the fees immediately within the stipulated time.
Right. And that reminds me, we'll take a questions right after this. So there's a new notification that has come out. So in case, let's presume, we were discussing about it, sir, right? So let's presume that koi aisa college hai which does not fall under the CUET part, right? Because there are a lot of colleges in India jo CUET nahi accept kare. For example, Punjab University, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So agar koi bacha, for example, Punjab University wants to secure an admission, तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हो, you can fill in the fees for that particular said college, right? And you can wait for your CUET scores. Let's presume कि आपका CUET में अच्छा स्कोर आ गया, तो आप CUET से रिलेटेड, फॉर एग्जांपल DU में आपको ऐसा CC मिल गया, so you can get admission there, और आप 30th सितंबर तक अपनी फीस उस कॉलेज से जो CUET से affiliated नहीं है, आप वहां से रिफंड करवा सकते हो, but the deadline is only till 30th of September. उसके बाद वो रिफंड नहीं करेंगे. So this is the notification that has recently come out, which I think is very, very important for the students, right? So
And then
sir,
there is another category also of the students, otherwise CUT, then we have got through extracurricular activities,
right.
you can take
Yes.
admission, and there we have got sports quota also from the, so with the help of sports, your exceptional performance in extracurriculars or sports or music, drama, literature, music and drama, you can take admission. So, and on their website, it is clearly mentioned that if you want to get into any DU college with the help of your extracurriculars performance, then 75% your performance will be considered, score will be coming from your extracurricular activity and 25 CUT. In
Right.
case of sports, you need to appear on the specific date as mentioned by the college, respective colleges. You need to appear for physical trials there. Sports quota, may you want to take the admission, 50% sports and 50% CUT score. And in case of music, through music, you want to take admission. Then they have given a couple of options that the way, the kind of raga selected by you, tal, vocal, musical, they have given this separate weightage for different categories. So there is also provision for non-academic, I would say, intellectual capacity students to take admission in DU. This is the only university which will offer you such brilliant courses with your, they respect the talent in the students.
Absolutely, sir. Okay, so sir, I'd like to take up the questions from the comment section. A lot of questions here, right? So this is from Mitanshi. She's saying, if someone with, for example, 730 marks has placed some college on one of their lists, while with 740 marks has placed the same college at 4th rank, will I be given the college first or the other person? तो शी इज बेसिकली सेइंग कि किसी बच्चे का जिसका 730 स्कोर है उसने वो प्रेफरेंस कॉलेज की फर्स्ट नंबर पे रखी है, लेकिन किसी और बच्चे का जिसका 740 स्कोर है उसने वही कॉलेज की प्रेफरेंस 4th रैंक पे रखी है, तो किससे पहले मिलेगा, पहले वाले बच्चे को जिसने फर्स्ट पे रखा है या दूसरे वाले बच्चे को जिसने 4th पे रखा है?
No, they'll be getting the, they will be picking all the options at one place. For example, let's say 20 candidates have applied for the same college, same seat, same course, and one who has scored higher will be given, obviously. Preference is your personal choice, that with the help of even at the 730 score you want to take admission, that is your preference, but it is up to the college to decide to give you the seat or not. So this obviously by default 740 will get the seat.
Yeah, so of course cutoff is the important hota hai, right?
Right.
So whatever is closer to the cutoff usko pehle wo mil jayega.
Obviously.
Right. So sir, then we have again Dona Das, who was talking earlier. So he said that he has scored 97.4% in CPSC board this year.
Good, very
so
good.
he's asking, do I need character certificate with a validity of 6 months?
So character certificate, otherwise, if you take the character certificate legally, it is only valid from the school. It is valid for 1 year or 6 months or 1 year. But in case you want to renew that, you just have to go to the nearest court and get your certificate, character certificate from there also. So it's better to have renew this character certificate, conduct certificate. Otherwise, with from the school, what we get character certificate, it is valid throughout.
Right. And any which way, from our earlier conversation, he was planning to appear for CVT 24. So 24 mein to any which will be taking next year. So I don't think that will be valid till then. So he'll require a new certificate.
You need to renew, Nearest court, it's not necessary that you should go to a school. You can go to nearest court and they'll give you the standard wordings are there and they'll just sign it and your work will be done.
Right. Okay, so then we have Janvi. She's our very regular student. She's always there in the session for CUET. So she's asking, sir, I got 322 out of 450. I want to do BSc in analytics in TIS, that is Tata Institute of Social Sciences. What are my chances?
Very bright. Absolutely bright.
So again, but I think it will depend on the cutoffs only, sir, right?
Cutoffs only, but out of 450, if you have scored 322, then your chances are quite bright.
Quite bright, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you'll have to wait for first of all the official result, and then of course the cutoff of this, and then, but then we hope that you get the admission.
Because data analytics, this course is actually creating buzz because of artificial intelligence and the chat GPT kind of software is being released in this world. Right. So analytics is making buzz in this professional arena. So probably, but 322 is a good score. Yeah. Out of 450.
Yeah. Okay. So next we have Dikshil. He's saying, sir, if I fill SRCC as first preference, but college rejects my application, so would I be able to get my second preference or not?
By default, you'll be getting your second preference. by default.
And which way they start from the bottom, वो नीचे से ऊपर शुरू
ऊपर
करते हैं.
जाएंगे, ऊपर से नहीं आएंगे. If your first preference is SRCC, it is college will select. They'll go start from the bottom. What is your last?
Okay, so Hari is asking, when can we expect the cutoff list?
Probably it will take time. Probably last week of July. Probably the first list would be released.
Yeah, so only after the results are out, I think within a week or so, we can expect the
Yeah,
cutoff.
7 to 8 days. They need 7 to 8 days to assess all the candidates' credentials.
Okay, so we have another student. She's asking, sir, I got 782 out of 800. Can I get admission in SRCC for BCom honors?
So things are pretty dicey. Things are pretty dicey because you're very, very close chance. I'm not saying that you will not get the admission, but chances are very, very highly likely because the college here, SRCC, you're mentioning it is known only for commerce. So it can go up to 790 or 787 or so. In case if you miss, you will miss probably by 3 or 4 marks, but chances are highly likely.
Yeah, and if I look at the cutoffs for the last year, so for last year for BCom honors, SRCC was 782. That was the cutoff. So it's going to be pretty close.
Pretty close. That's why it's a very highly likely. Very high.
Yeah. So in that case, what we would suggest is, Dikshil, that you fill in other preferences also. For example, SRCC may you can fill in for BA also, BA or economics honors and so on, just so that you get the college, right?
You can go for the second best college also for BCom honors.
Right. So that reminds me, what are the current ranking of the colleges? If I talk about DU, what are the top 5 rankings according to any of the lists that they are out?
Yeah, there's a one list released by a national ranking process, NIRF. So successively, if you look at Miranda College, it's coming at number 1 position for since for the last 3 or 4 years, continuously maintaining its position. So first is your Miranda House.
Okay.
Delhi. So they're out of, if you look at top 10 colleges all over India, 4 are from Delhi. They're under Delhi University. One at number 1 position, Miranda House. Second is Hindu College all over India, second ranking. 6th rank goes to Atmaram SD College. And the 9th, Kirodimal and LSR, Lady Shriram College is also at number 9 position. So if you look at top 10 colleges, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colleges are under Delhi University. Right. Other colleges are also equally good.
Yeah. Okay, again, it depends on the course also, no, that you're taking. For example, for BCom, SRCC is any day good, one of the best colleges.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so sir, we have a question. Says 24 CUET के एग्जाम के बाद कितना टाइम कॉलेज ज्वाइन करना होगा?
24 का एग्जाम जो होगा would be conducted in the month of, for example, let's say 25th May to 25th June, or probably 1st May to 31st May. Likewise, if you go by this year's pattern, then probably the same thing, the same cycle will repeat it next year also. Yeah.
Probably. And considering that the exam takes place in the same duration, because I remember last year, I think exams took place in the month of July only. And इस साल थोड़ा जल्दी भी होगा, so it would depend कि आपका paper कब हो रहा है, and उसके according the curriculum would depend.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please explain again the upgrade part of phase 3?
Yes. Upgrade is this option where, for example, we have got so many colleges under Delhi University, and probably you want, let's say your preference is Hindu college, right? And second preference was something else, third preference was something else, and you get admission in, let's say, number 2, 3, or 4th number college, 4th preference. Right. Point number 1, you need to register, you need to freeze this, and you need to accept the admission offer, and you need to deposit, you need to book your seat. Freeze means you are out of the process. Accept means upgrade. If you have clicked the upgrade option, that means you still want to remain in process in case if you get the chance to take admission in your number 1 or 2 or a higher college, higher preference. So probably you should get the chance. So upgrade means you are interested, you have accepted the right offer, but you are interested in getting, in case if you get the chance, you want to get admission in your next college, higher level college, as considered by you, that you preferred SRCC over Hindu, and in the first list you didn't get the chance to take admission in SRCC, and second So upgrades provision will give you this option to, in case if you get the opportunity, if you're lucky enough, you get your desired college. That's how upgrade option will work for the students.
Right, absolutely. Yes. That is why for the third phase to work really well, in second phase your preferences should be filled very, very wisely. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप अपनी first preference ही वो college रख रहे हो जो बहुत ज़्यादा high नहीं है ranking में, तो आप उससे ऊपर जा ही नहीं पाओगे because that is the first preference, right? So the way that you fill in your courses as well as the preferences for the courses is pivotal. It's very, very important that you need to keep in mind. Also, that reminds me, guys, if you're liking the session, if you're getting your queries answered, please do press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and do share this session with your friends so that even they get some information, they also get some help out of it. And again, if any of your questions are going unanswered, please feel free to put it in the comment section. We'll be more than happy to help you out with them, right? Okay, so okay, so one more question I had. Let's presume कि CUET में, if I talk about admissions into Delhi University, let's presume two students have scored the same score, right? For example, even I got, let's say 740, somebody else also got 740, and we are meeting the cutoff for a particular course. So what will be the tiebreaker in that case?
So tiebreaker would be, ma'am, best of the 3 subjects, 12th class, best of the 4 or best of the 5 subjects score in 12th class. In case if you're again again at the tie with these 3 steps even, so then your age would be considered, and one who is younger will get the chance. So 12th class score will come into picture in case if your score is tied with somebody else.
Okay, so we have Gursevak who's asking points to keep in mind while selecting course for CUET 24. But I think, let me take this for you.
Right.
The selection courses, again, it depends on your interest. First of all, उससे ज़्यादा important है कि आपके पास 12th में courses कौन-कौन से हैं. Because DU is very, very clear about it. जो आपके पास 12th में courses है, वही आपको CUET में choose करना होगा. Then will you be getting, the admissions into it. So first of all, अगर आप BCom करना चाहते हैं, honors करना चाहते हैं, या if you want to do, let's say BA economics honors, तो उस हिसाब से अपने first of all courses चुनिए 12th के लिए और CUET के लिए. And then of course जब आप CSAS के लिए register कर रहे हैं, so keep in mind of course the preferences. जो भी best courses हैं उस domain से related उन सबको आप fill करिए. And of course the colleges that are offering you that particular course, fill them in as well, right? Okay, then we have another question. Sir, if I accept one offer, would I be able to remain in process if I want to upgrade afterwards?
Yes, definitely you'll be in the process. If you go for this upgrade option, then definitely you'll be in the process throughout. Once you freeze, there is one freeze option also. Once you freeze that, you click that option, then you're out of the process. That means you're happy with whatever seat or college you got, and then you'll be out of the process.
So it's as simple as that. आपको एक ऑफर मिला, आपके हाथ में या तो आप उसको रख सकते हैं या आप उसको अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं. अगर आप उसको रखना चाहते हैं, उसको फ्रीज करना चाहते हैं, तो आपको उसकी फी पे करनी पड़ेगी, तभी आपकी सीट रिजर्व्ड रहेगी. इवन इफ अगर आपने सीट रिजर्व कर ली पर सेकंड राउंड ऑफ अलॉटमेंट में या सेकंड राउंड ऑफ एलोकेशन में आपको एक बेटर कॉलेज मिल रहा है, तो उस केस में आप इस पर्टिकुलर सीट को छोड़कर दूसरी सीट पे अपग्रेड कर सकते हो. जो आपका फीस है वो सेकंड कॉलेज के हिसाब से एडजस्ट हो जाएगा.
To avail this option, you need to click that upgrade option. You need to avail that upgrade offer.
Right. Okay. So, lastly, sir, the last question for the evening. जो बच्चे CUET के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, I think that is also Gursevak's question as well. I mean, points to keep in mind while selecting coaching for CUET 24. तो जो बच्चे अगले साल के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं CUET के लिए, sir, so according to you, अगर वो coaching, of course, I think is important, coaching लेना जरूरी है because आपको example, there are a lot of advantages to it, right? So what all things should a CUET 24 aspirant keep in mind according to you?
Yes, first of all, let's look at these 12th class students, because for the first time they'll be coming out and writing competitive exam for the first time. Most of the students, not all, but most of the students, they generally have this school board exam mentality that will be given 10, 20 odd questions and will be writing our answers, and we get the marks of the steps also while solving the question, good handwriting marks also. We need to take this misconception off your mind. In competitive exams, either you're out of the race or you're in the race. So no extra marks for good writing or explaining that how you got the answer. That's how we evaluate boards exam sheets. So you need to
Right.
take this myth out of your mind. And in boards, we generally cram the stuff. We do not understand that generally we miss the fundamentals part. And CUT is primarily your will check your fundamentals, specifically domain specific subject I'm talking about. That would be the game changer. And your application of fundamentals, very important, because in 12th class we cram the stuff and we just vomit the stuff during the exams. Very rarely we try to understand the application part of the subjects we are studying. So for CET 24 aspirants, it's very important to read NCRT books thoroughly, carefully, because for board exams, we have got extra books also. Likewise, we have science, Pradeep, Kalyani, TR, Jain, Tulsi, accounts, etc. We generally students prefer extra books, but they miss NCRT books. But CUT is primarily correlated to NCRT books. So NCRT books, each and every line should be read carefully. In case that's why, because we know that students generally do not read NCRT books, so we have got our test series in place, question bank in place, where we have created question out of each and every line in NCRT books. Let it be science books or math books or theory books, accounts, commerce, etc. We have made question from each and every line of the book. So very important. Domain specific would be the game changer, because general test would be new for every student. GK, reasoning, and mathematics would be new for every student. English, no doubt, is can never be a game changer in CUET. So game changer would be where others can beat you. Intelligent students will beat average students in case of domain specific or subjects, because they were not able to move ahead, take the lead in the classes itself when it comes to domain specific subjects. And you think that you can beat now thousands of students in CUT, that it means you're living in fool's paradise. You cannot beat your 30 students of your class in accounts or economics, and you think that you'll be able to take lead out of 14 lakh candidates in case you are going for domain specific subjects. That means you're thinking like Shinchan or Nobita. Domain specific subject will be the game changer.
Right, absolutely. And then, sir, of course, there is difference. हम बोल रहे हैं कि NCERT से related है, but then again, what you are studying in 12th is all theory. इसमें सारा MCQ आना है. Imagine a person who's studying accountancy in 12th class, जहाँ पे वो balance sheet बना रहा है. यहाँ पर exam में MCQ आना है. So it's very different when you're preparing for subject.
That's why test series play very important role. And because in competitive exams, in addition to your intelligence, strategy is also required.
Absolutely.
So, and strategy, we can learn time management, accuracy, and ability to remain calm and composed during the exam can only be practiced through test series.
Right. Okay, so we have a question. So please explain some tips. How do we select our preferences? So they're talking about the second phase. So any tips about the preferences?
Yeah, first of all, please do not go by a couple of TikTok videos or YouTube videos that couple of students, couple of mentors, they are preaching that go for liberal arts, etc. You can take anything you want to explore your interest. Agreed that should have freedom to explore whatever you want in case you haven't selected till now. But it all depends on your interest and your educational background also. If you're doing commerce, you have selected +1, +2, you've done +1, +2 in commerce, there's no point you can think of BSc medical or non-medical. Very obvious, very stupid choice. So probably something related to your educational background with the significant mix of your inclination, आपका interest किस तरफ है and आपके educational background. अब मैंने इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ा हुआ है तो आई कैन रीड साइकोलॉजी ऑल्सो, आई कैन रीड पॉलिटिकल साइंस ऑल्सो, ऑल ह्यूमैनिटीज सब्जेक्ट आई एब्सोल्युटली फाइन. बट मैंने मैथमेटिक्स 10th के बाद पढ़ा ही नहीं. आई एम स्टिल गोइंग फॉर मैथमेटिक्स, एंड इट विल बी स्टुपिडिटी फ्रॉम माय साइड. सो योर एजुकेशनल बैकग्राउंड 1, योर इंक्लिनेशन और इंटरेस्ट 2, these two would go hand in hand to while deciding the preferences.
Right. So Rajiv Sharma sir is there in the chat box. He's answering the queries for the students.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we had another question which he had already answered. That was about CSAS phase 1. Do we have to upload the original class 10 to 12 mark sheets or the photocopies of it? His answer is photocopy and it has to be attested. It needs to be attested, self-attested. It has to be uploaded. Right. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But anybody else who has any other questions, please feel free. We have last 1-2 minutes. We'll be answering those questions. That is going to wrap the session, right? I think so. We have covered, I think, almost all the aspects of the
Yeah,
portal.
in case students have any other doubt, yeah, after the session, they can write that, send the doubt to us, query to us. We'll query through mail. We have got our help desk also in place. They can
Absolutely.
directly call us even.
Absolutely, sir. So I think we should wrap up. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for valuable time and your expertise in
My
this.
pleasure. My pleasure to interact with you gave me this opportunity. Hitbullseye has given me this opportunity to interact with young minds. They are all our future. So all the best, guys, for phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and you should get your respective college and dream course. All the best once again.
Thank you so much, all of you, for attending the session. I hope you found this session fruitful, and I hope all of your queries and questions were answered. Still, in case you have any other questions, any other queries, please feel free to put it in the comment section. We will be proactive to answer it, get back to you. If
Right.
in case you liked the session, you found it useful, please press the like button. Subscribe to our channel for any upcoming such interesting sessions, and share it with your friends, because sharing is caring, and let's spread knowledge as much as we can. So with that, I think that's all for the evening. Thank you so much. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and bye-bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.